Hi, it's Ray here. I hope you're fitting well, and I hope my videos are helping you build a massive sportspreneur business. In this quick video here today, I'm going to be talking about the very important topic of continued education, sometimes called continual education. In fact, if you ever speak to any of my sportspreneur students who I mentor all over the world now, they will say, yeah, don't get right onto this topic of continued education, because I am always drumming into my students, look, you need to keep up to date with obviously the most up-to-date information within your sports niche. It's very, very, very important. And you might be like myself. When I come out of school, I thought, that's me and done. I never have to read another book ever again. My education's finished. And what I did then is I read all the nonsense that doesn't get you by in life. Like the newspapers, the magazines with all the, I wanted to find out which famous movie star fell off the bandwagon that week. So all the nonsense that doesn't get you by in life, that's what I read. And it wasn't until I come out of professional soccer and I started a network marketing business where they drummed into me and fellow network marketers. Where you'll be in the next 5 years depends on the books you read and the people that you associate with. I'm going to say this again because it's very important and it's something I really do believe in. I believe in it now. When it was first mentioned to me, I thought it was a load of nonsense, to be honest. But where you'll be in the next 5 years will depend on the books you read and the people that you associate with. So when I was in this network marketing business, I really wasn't growing to start off with in the first maybe 15 months. And people that started at the same time as me, they were getting bigger businesses than me. And I was asking my upline, look, why are these? Because I thought I was sort of better than them, to be honest with you. So I was like, why are these, why are these getting bigger business than me? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? And they just kept saying, Ray, we can only keep saying to you so many times, where you'll be in the next 5 years depends on the books you read and the people that you associate with, because I wasn't reading any books and I wasn't really going to many meetings. So one day I thought, I better change this. Obviously, there must be some truth in this. So I started, reading books and associate with the right people. And within 5 years, I was actually financially free. So to me, those words, the way you'll be in the next 5 years depends on the books you read and the people that you associate with, certainly rang true for myself. So continued education is very, very important. Your education does not stop. I'm going to say it again, your education does not stop. Most people think, as I say, when they've left school, great, that's it, out of school, don't have to educate myself anymore. And if you find, if you study or you ask questions of the most successful businessmen or businesswomen, every one of them still educate themselves in some small way. Okay, you might get the minority who don't. They've got this just natural skill inside of them where they can just go and start a business and become a success. But please trust me, that's only the minority of people who've got the ability to do that. Most people, including myself, have got to continue with the education. It's very, very important. Also, what you need to know as well, if you're not continuing education and your competition is, you're in trouble. I'll say it again. If you're not continuing with your education and your competition is, you're going to be in serious, serious trouble, because what's going to happen is if your competition is getting all the right answers and you're not, they're going to, if they're starting behind you, they're going to catch up. If they're already ahead of you, they're going to move even further ahead of yourself, because it makes sense. If they're getting educated and you're not, there's only one way you're going, and that's falling behind your competition. So if your competition is getting educated and you're not, you're in big, big, big trouble. So again, I've touched on continued education in other videos. So I'll just be, as I say, brief on here. So on this section, sorry. So where you would get educated is obviously books, audio programs, finding a mentor. Again, you've heard me say this in other videos. Also YouTube. YouTube is very, very good. I'll start most of my days watching 20-30 minutes of YouTube. These are a great YouTube channel. And the guy is called, his video, if you type in top 10 success rules, his videos will come up. I think it's called Evan something. He runs, I think, a dance school in Toronto, and he's put together these amazing videos where what happens is like it's all famous people that he sort of, he's cut all the best bits out of them getting interviewed, and he's picked their like top 10 success rules. I start my day most days watching one or two of the videos that this guy's put together. If he watches this video, I do apologise for not remembering your name, because I should do, because obviously I'm on your videos all the time. You know, I'm fantastic for, you know, appreciate you sharing the videos, because they've helped me in times when I felt unmotivated or down. So it's well worth it. YouTube is an amazing place to go to get that type of motivation. And these top 10 rules, honestly, you'll pick little nuggets out of every one. You go, okay, that's good, and you put that into your business life. So I think it's called Evan something anyway. But if you put in top 10 rules for success, you're not going to miss his videos, because they're all over YouTube, all over them. So again, you know, so make sure you continue the education, you know, by books, audio programs, you know, being on membership sites like the Sportspreneurs, you know, continue with your education and try and associate with people as well, as much as you can. So try to get into sort of business meetings. So business meetup, sort of like a business meetups, yeah. You know, maybe like a breakfast club. See where you can go and meet like-minded people. So make sure that you know, the mentors, again, as I said in other videos, with mentors, you don't necessarily have to pay for mentors. You know, you might find mentors in business groups or breakfast clubs, or take a mentor out for a dinner. The importance is, you know, use all this here to continue with your education. Also, this is very important to note as well. Make sure that you read or you listen to information that is relevant to your business needs. I'll say it again because it is very, very important. Make sure that you get information relevant for your business needs. So if you can, only try and read information or listen to information that is relevant to your current business needs. Again, I mentioned this in other videos. Again, listening to other mentors, they were saying, yeah, read a book a week. And, you know, so what I would do is I'd read a book a week, and don't get me wrong, these books help me, but I was sort of like, I was reading the book just to say, yeah, I've read a book. You know, that's the wrong reason to get yourself educated. You need to read or listen to something or listen to somebody to get a particular gold nugget out of it, so you can put it into your business and implement that week or that day once you've got that information, if that makes sense. So make sure it's relevant to your business. I only learned about this, about D&B, probably a few months ago. There was a guy called Peter, I think this is right, Rugood, and what he said in a book that I read of his was absolutely fantastic, that he would rather master 3 books that he can implement into his business than read 50 books for the sake of reading 50 books. So very, very important point. Again, I say it one more time, it's that important. So you might as well master 3 or 4 books, or 3 or 4 audio programs, or 3 or 4 membership sites, rather than just reading anything willy-nilly or listening to anything willy-nilly. So make sure you listen to information relevant to your current sportspreneur business. Also as well, nearly finished with this video, guys. I'm also going to be recommending books, okay? So the books that I recommend as well, okay, yeah? So the books that I recommend, yeah, obviously you're not under any obligation whatsoever to, to purchase a book that I recommend, because again, it might not be relevant to what you're currently doing. What I've said, obviously, with what I said about getting information relevant for your needs. So what I recommend might not be relevant for your needs at this current time, but all the books that I've read, or audio programs, and anything that I recommend to yourself, I'll only recommend because I've implemented it into my business life and it's helped myself. So again, along the way through the videos on my website, on raynewland.com, etc. I will be, recommending books, audio programs, even other membership sites, even other courses that you could take that I believe could benefit you in your sportspreneur business. Other courses that I've personally took myself, how I wrote my books, how I started the internet marketing businesses, etc. I learned them by subscribing and buying into other courses. So I'll recommend all that to yourself as well, and again, it's up to you whether you, as I say, decide to take it on board or not. Obviously, it's your choice, okay? So I'm going to finish now, again, because obviously I'm hopefully made the point, make sure, it's very important, please continue with your education, because if you don't and your competition does, don't be surprised when they not only pass you, they fly past you, because education is key, not just in a sportspreneur business, in any business, especially with technology and the way things are moving so fast in this day and age as well. It's not like it was 30, 40, 50 years ago where a bit of information could have lasted 10 years. Now you could read something and seriously 3 months later it's out of date, especially if you're like learning to market online, etc. Especially obviously like Google and Facebook, etc. If you're marketing on those type of platforms, they're always changing the rules because they want people like you and I guessing what they're doing, because while we're guessing how to do things, we're spending more money. Once we unlock the secrets on how they market, obviously then, you know, we won't have to spend as much money with them, if that makes sense. So people now, organizations, they've got onto the fact that, look, they need to change the information to keep good guys like of ourselves guessing, because we'll spend more money with them. So gone are the days where you could read something or get some information and that'll last you for a year, 2 years, 5 years. I say information that you get now, it could be outdated in as little as 3 months. So it's very, very important to your wealth in your sports business that you keep yourself continued education, okay? Very important. As always, if there's anything you don't understand in the video, anything that I said that might make any sense, go to raynewland.com, drop me an email, ask me the question, and it will be me that will personally help. Okay, so I hope you have a great day or a great night, wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All the best.